everybody, Eric Grooms here. Thanks for coming back. This is part 2 of my series on how I'm converting the bedroom into my in-home cigar lounge. So what I want to do in this video today is show you all the parts that I have accumulated to get the ventilation system put in. Real quick, let me tell you about the electrical stuff. I'm not going to do the electrical things myself. I had a contractor come today and take a look, and over here there's a wall switch for the light inside the closet. What we're going to do, he's going to add another switch over there that's going to run up to a standard wall outlet, and that wall outlet is what the exhaust fan is going to plug into. The fan does not turn on or off on its own. It's in an always on state. So that's what we're going to run the switch for, to standard wall outlet up there. Let me go ahead and cover the parts. And just so you know, all of these parts that I got will be, there will be links to them in the description. I pretty much got everything, I got everything off of Amazon. So we'll start kind of here in the room at the ceiling and work our way through to the exit at the roof. So let's just get right into it. I have a 10-inch grating. I think what I'm going to have to do up in the attic is take some measurements between the joists and get a piece of plywood that'll fit in between there and secure that plywood to the joists, because when I use these screw holes to attach this grate, I don't want to screw it directly into drywall. It's not going to stay. This is made of metal, and I mean, it's not heavy, but it'll eventually come loose and just fall out of drywall, so I want it to bite into the wood. So that's what's going to be on the outside that we're looking at from inside the room. Just on the attic side of the drywall, we're going to have one of these. It's a 10-inch starter, ducting starter. This little piece of paper comes off here, and it's sticky backed. So this will go on top of the piece of wood that's just up on the drywall. And then also what I have is aluminum foil duct tape. What I'm going to use this duct tape for isn't so much attaching things together as it's going to be used for sealing off tiny gaps, such as on the starter here where the rivets are. There's a little tiny opening, so you can kind of see right down there. And so I'm going to use the aluminum foil duct tape to seal that off. Is that really a problem? Probably not. Do I need to do that? Probably not, but I'm going to do that because I'm pretty retentive about things. The fan I have is awesome. It's going to create a lot of suction, so nothing's going to just go up in there and then seep out into the attic anyway. But I'm still going to go ahead and tape all those seals. Alright, so off of that starter collar, what I have is the ducting itself. This is 25 feet of 10-inch flexible insulated ducting. So I'm not going to take it out of there until I get that thing up in the attic, and then I'll be able to measure and cut the lengths that I need. What I'm going to use to actually attach that ducting to the starter, and then to this flange of the starter, and then also the flange on the fan itself, are these. This is the only thing that I did not get on Amazon. These Hyper Tough, I just picked them up at Walmart, 36-inch zip tie. This is going to zip tie the ducting to the collars, and then I'm going to use the aluminum foil duct tape to seal around it. And the next thing that's going to come is the key component of this, which is the fan. Now I went with the Hyper fan because it seemed to be the best rated fan that I could find. It uses, very little power. It's a big old 10-inch fan. It moves a crap ton of air. Was it 1065 CFM. It uses 170 watts. That's just coming right off the box that it came in. And this fan, what makes it stealth is that it's encased in a big old sheath with foam insulation inside to help deaden the sound. I think it's supposed to be 75% quieter than its equivalent or something like that, and I'll go ahead and show it to you. It plugs right into standard wall outlet, obviously, as I told you, and it's this baby right here, 10-inch Hyperfan Stealth. I think that's probably the most expensive part of probably be the most expensive single item for the whole project. It was just over 400 bucks, but it's got this little connection right here, and that is for the variable speed controller right here, right up here in the ceiling itself. I'm going to drill a hole big enough to fit the end of this into or through, and then it's just going to feed down, and I'm going to put the switch itself right about here, boop, right about up there on the wall. So you're going to be able to see the wire exposed. It's going to be coming down from the ceiling to the switch, but it's going to be a nice straight black line, and I don't really think it's going to matter that much. It's not going to be pretty, but it's not going to be terrible. And that's the fan. That's a key component. And then of course you're going to have more ducting. Now that ducting is going to go up to another piece that's fit actually through the roof. I bought 2 of these, and I'm not sure. I think what I was thinking was, here's the roof. This is the outside. This is the inside. I was thinking with this sticky back, I was just going to cut my hole in the roof, stick this on there, and then tape it with the aluminum foil tape, but I don't want to do that. I think I actually want to put some of the collar through the roof. I don't have just a sleeve like this. I think I'm gonna, because I got 2 of these, I think I'm gonna just cut this piece of it off and then use this as the sleeve. So I'm gonna pass it through the ceiling, or pass it through the rooftop, cut a couple little tabs so that I can fold them down and nail them in with roofing nails to hold this into position, and then that way the ducting can attach to this from the inside, and then the portion that's exposed through the roof will go into our last piece, which is the roof cap itself. So I've got a 10 1/4 by 10 3/4 roof cap. This roof cap has a gravity operated damper, so when the fan is on, it'll be blowing out. When the fan is off, gravity will allow it to fall shut. And it has this bird stopper, this mesh piece that will keep birds from going in. There's really no instructions on how to stick that thing in there. I just kind of looked at it, figured it out. So here's a little clip, putting this piece in there. So with this roof cap, it's got the damper inside there, but it also has a bird screen, and there's not really anything showing how to install the bird screen. So just kind of looking at it and using a little bit of common sense, I figured you just go up through the damper and then it just pops into place. So let's attempt that. I'll reposition that camera. So there's a kind of a little lip right here. And then there's kind of this little lip right here. And I think it just wedges between those 2. There we go. So that's in place. That'll keep critters out, and the damper should keep cold air, most of the cold air out. Okay, so that's that. That's the short of the long. I plan on getting started doing all this stuff tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching this part of the series. That's pretty much the things that I'm going to need and I'm going to use to outfit my cigar lounge with a ventilation system. I'll see y'all in the comments.